What's good, Taurus? TT is here for a channel message for all of my Taurians. If you guys are new, welcome to our love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If y'all are returning, welcome back. Today's message is going to be for Taurians that have an intuitive knowing that it's time for you to go where you feel appreciated. Whether this is a community, all right, whether this is a job or a relationship. But the strongest message is for those of you that are dealing with like career and life purpose transitions. We got company. So you may feel like your environment doesn't really support what you're trying to accomplish or what you're trying to bring into manifestation. Maybe you've outgrown a space, you've outgrown the cubicle, you've outgrown a job or something to that degree. It's going to be different for everybody. But I'm seeing two paths, okay? So for those of you that are my 9-to-5ers, I see you contemplating whether or not you want to stay at a job or resign, okay? And take the harder way. All right. The harder way as in a period of unemployment, possibly a period of uncertainty and things like that. So I see you weighing your options when it comes to that particular path. For my entrepreneurs, I see you getting a lot of adversity in your industries and you're really trying to determine if it's worth it. Like, is it worth it to continue showing up for this position every day or showing up to this market or this industry every day? Some of you guys may be in the health and beauty industry. I was picking up health and beauty very strong. So that's my entrepreneurs, barbers, hairdressers, makeup artists, photographers. Excuse the blender in the background. My daughter's blending a smoothie. So shout out to her, okay? Because she's been really interested in learning how to cook and stuff like that. So I've been having a lot of fun with her. Yeah, but I won't get into much into that. I'll tell you about that more later. So, yeah, before we get into the channel message, I have something special for all of you guys that are a part of this love nest. So if you are subscribed to this channel, right, you're always you're always commenting positive words of encouragement, not just for myself but for other people also on this platform, also on this channel. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. It means the world to me. It's not easy being a light or inspiration of guides in your own ways, for the world that you aspire to see. It takes each person, okay? Each one teach one type of energy here. So I acknowledge that it's not easy. I acknowledge that it's hard. And as my personal way of saying thank you for helping to cultivate good vibes, high vibes over here, I will be selecting one person from the comment section over the next 30 days. There will be a personal energy reading that you will have commented with a timestamp with your name on it in the next upload. So anytime that I upload channel messages, I will be pulling a person from the comment section. I will be thoroughly going through the comment section over the next 30 days, which is a space where I normally dread going. So I really am getting out of that comfort zone and going into it with a more positive outlook. Okay. More importantly, you don't have to do anything special. Just continue being your positive self. If you don't comment, you're welcome to comment if you feel like it. If you don't, that's okay as well. There's nothing that has to change. Like I said, I will pull randomly each day and I'm going to try to post it in the comment section who's the winner and the timestamp. But if I forget the timestamp, please don't come for me, okay? So what else did I want to say? I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. I kind of wanted to go over that before I did. So like, say for example, today, when you watch this video, I'm going to randomly select the person from the comment section. And then tomorrow's upload, I'll announce the winner and I'll do the reading on screen, okay? So it's going to be a pre-recorded reading. You don't have to do anything different. Just come see if you won, all right? I don't know at what point, if I'm going to do it at the beginning, middle, end, you know, of when your reading will be. You know, I probably won't timestamp it. Yeah, okay? I won't timestamp it. That's just too much work. I already got to go through the comment section. So, yeah, I'm not going to put on extra work for myself. So we're just going to keep it as authentic and as natural as possible. Because I hate, let me stop saying hate. No, I do hate it. I hate expectations, okay? It just makes me crawl. It makes my skin crawl. So let's get into this channel message, all right? This is going to be a confirmation for you guys. This is a season of restoration. All right, this season that Spirit is showing me is a season of restoration. They're going to be spending a lot of time providing confirmation for you. Let me see my notes. Okay, they're going to be providing a lot of confirmation for you in the spiritual realm. They want you to be spiritually aware of what's going on around you. All right. They want you to use this information on a daily basis to remain in alignment. So every single day, Spirit will be restoring your faith until whatever last activation that went down, whatever downloads recently came up or was administered, I heard, is completely anchored. So how they showed it to me was, you had an activation while you were asleep or something to that degree. You got a download. That download 3 months ago happened. The activation is currently growing. Like, this is growing. It's already been activated. It's already growing. And while this is still maturing, while this is still growing, they want you to just have this spiritual awareness of what's going on around you, so you don't abandon or delay or slow down the growth of this activation. So a lot of the messages are going to sound like restoring your faith, re-encouraging you, motivating you, getting you up, keeping you abreast about what's going on energetically, because I feel like the enemy wants you to get impatient with your own manifestation. And Spirit is pretty much saying, fuck that, okay? We're not going to do that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I'm also hearing something is being sent back. Confusion is being sent back. Whatever confusions that came from other sources are being sent back. Some of you guys, this may be like a creative project, an idea, or something that you have that's growing. And you just need to be able to remain consistent. So they're going to try to like navigate your sails in the pitch black. Okay, it's like you're in the ocean and you have nothing but a star to follow. It's going to make sure you land where you need to land if you get lost at sea. Something about being lost at sea. Channel messages for Taurus. Spirit, what do you need Taurus to know? What about this restoration? Yeah, the vast universe. I'm telling you, this has a lot to do with a manifestation. Something that's due to you. The sun. Ooh, Spirit, come through with the comfort, okay? Yeah, okay, so reflections in reverse. Ooh, I heard dummy clones. Dummy clones. Nutcracker. I'm seeing the Nutcracker. So whatever you do, Taurus, people about to follow you. Okay? You may not know how that works. You may not believe it, but Spirit's about to show you how whatever you do, they move just like that. When I move, you move just like that. Hey DJ, tell them bring that back. Okay, so you finna have people that come back to you, but they're gonna move the way you move. You're a snake charmer. All right, so a lot of my light workers right now, y'all are snake charmers is what I'm hearing. You have the gift to be the light and create. Like you're in the state of creation right now. With mirror in reverse, I feel like previously something was being reflected back to you, and you was believing that was your reality. That was something that you had to do. Okay? But the healing season is over. And now you're shifting from being in this recovery mode, rehabilitation mode, to now you're being put back out there. So Spirit is saying to me that you were in a season of recovery. You were in a season of restoration. You were in a season of rehabilitation. And now that you have received these prior light codes and they have been activated, you're ready to go out there and utilize those light codes, right? So in order to get those light codes really anchored into the atmosphere, into the universe, there's a period of time where you have to experience your own greatness. What's happening right now is Spirit's about to allow you to experience your own greatness, to see who you want to become. And that is about to be the mode or the modality that you continue to move with. So some of y'all stilo is about to shift. Some of y'all, the way in which you express yourself is about to change. The frequency is changing. See, before you needed something to like distract your logical brain in order for you to tap into your creativity. Now you have mastered how to do one phase of something, that now it's time for you to learn how to hold that concentration without anything soothing you, right? Because when you're in a space of healing, there are things that Spirit will give you to comfort you while you're going through that transition. So when they take away the comfort, now you're navigating with nothing else to be inspired by but yourself. So the rest of the world goes quiet. The rest of the world goes mute. So you can hear yourself rise to the top. So you can hear your voice louder than anyone else. So they're finna turn the voltage up. Many of you, this is a gift. All right. I'm seeing someone, what's that word? It's like you're a great singer. Let's say you're a great singer. And you know how to really belch. You know how to hit those notes, those keys, those highs and lows. Well, now you're about to learn how to run and sing. Now you're about to learn how to hold that same key and that same note while you're sweating and you're moving in high energy. And it's going to be in preparation for the next season. So you're being groomed and molded and prepared for something greater. That's what Spirit is showing me. You don't need other people to trigger you anymore. You're able to sense when a shift is coming, and you know how to apply the pressure for yourself. So now you don't need karmics to come in anymore and trigger you and put you in a position where the adversity is your motivation. Now you're able to see, okay, I need to shift. I need to switch things up. And this is what separates you from being an employee to being the employer. This is what separates from being a follower to a leader. Many of you, this is about you becoming a leader and you stepping in your authenticity. And how you do it is going to be different for everybody. But before, I feel like you may have used the negative self, the negative haters, naysayers as fuel and motivation to get you going, or use that breakup that you didn't get to go your way as a way to push you forward, or losing your job and feeling so low as a way to propel you up. Now, that narrative of needing pain and trauma as a source or a conduit for your greatness is shifting into, I, with a snap of a finger or with a spoken word, I manifested over myself. I don't need another person to come in and reflect to me what I need to work on. I just flip the script on their ass, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. And this is why you're co-creating with the universe. This is why you're no longer with the riffraff, okay? That's what Spirit is showing me. And I feel like this is you're going to have that period of time where you go through those, how do I describe it? It's like, oh, I know I'm changing and I know I'm going deeper. And I know it's like you may want to hold on to that other shallow version or that surface layer of yourself. But Spirit is like, no, I'm taking you deeper. I'm making you bigger. I'm stretching you. I'm expanding you. And someone here is really accepting it, embracing it. Like you're really embracing this on a whole nother level. There's too many familiar voices. There are too many people doing the same thing. So what's activating inside of you ain't never been done before. It ain't never been seen before. You're stretching consciousness on a whole nother level. Do not shy away from the depths of which you can go within your soul. That's what Spirit is saying. And during the opposition, before your season of achievement, before your season of celebration, guess what? Spirit's going to talk you through it and walk you through it, because you're going to get that season of success that you know you deserve. You're going to get that achievement. But it ain't going to come from you playing it safe. It comes from you following where you got it to go. The sun, this is your abundance. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Yeah, you got the Lovers here. You are co-creating with the universe. I can't unsee it. All right, Spirit, what you saying? What you saying? This deck is different for me, okay? So you're going to hear me really taking a second to think, not to think about it, but to sense what I'm feeling here. Because I don't know what it is. Like the images on this card are so simplistic, which really forces me really to not rely on the cards. I'm hearing repetitiously. Something became too repetitious. Something became boring. Something became familiar. Anytime you go through a cycle where your spirit starts to feel like I'm repeating myself, this is repetitious, there's no challenge, you start to want to abandon it, get rid of it. You start to feel off. You start to feel like you're forcing it. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to work your magic to make it come into fruition. Work your magic to see it blossom. When things start to get mundane for you, you're no longer interested in it. You no longer want to invest in it. But that doesn't mean that that craft or that seed or that blessing wasn't for you. That means that that was a sign from the universe for you to tweak things, for you to generate good vibes. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're starting a business, right? When you first started, you were very inspired to do it. You were willing to bust your ass for it, lose sleep for it, get really hungry for it, right? And you know how I was describing to you, you know, using the sacrifice, your sacrifice as a means to push forward and persevere with something that you're trying to bring into the light, something you're trying to give birth to. It worked for you for a period of time. Now it's starting to slow down. Or there's something about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now the Spirit is asking you to stop being a workaholic. Spirit is asking you to stop trying to control the pace. And a way for them to show you what they mean, they made it harder, more resistance. You're getting more pushback. You were getting more, you started feeling like the adversity was coming up against you. All right, now you're in that season. Imagine that season, and you're saying to yourself, well, what does that mean? Does that mean I need to give it up? Does that mean that I'm doing the wrong thing? I'm not doing my purpose? No. What it means is we want you to stop trying to produce, right? And focus more on the energy, the cultivation of that energy, and not external to you, but internal to you. So how they wanted you to do it is when you feel that resistance, go through this period of transformation and Kundalini energy, right? This is how you stay in that vortex where it's like, oh, okay, I'm seeing some resistance. Let me go and listen to something that triggers my mind to shift a thought process. Let me listen to a certain frequency of music that shifts my mind. Let me go and meditate with binaural beats. Let me go and take a spiritual bath. Let me go for a walk. Let me do anything. Right? And when you let go and you walk away from that situation for a second, when you feel that resistance or that adversity, on that walk, Spirit gonna talk to you and reveal things to you, and you're gonna get another inspiration. You're gonna get another spark. This is about you being able to regenerate your own spark without throwing away the whole damn truck. Do you throw away the whole car, or do you just get some spark plugs, get another car, and crank that shit, crank that soldier boy? Stop. Y'all stop it. I cannot. Spirit just be over here teaching, okay? So, how can I describe this? Give me the words. You're making it harder than it has to be, Taurus. You're just making it too hard. It don't have to be so hard. You just got to know when it's time to put it down for a little bit and go for a walk. That don't mean that you need to speed it up and do it faster and produce. It just means that you just need to go take your ass on a walk, or go sit outside, go hug a fucking tree, or sniff something, like get you some Palo Santo. Just, it's something about releasing your own, being the person to release your own endorphins, being the person to release your own, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta just get away, go, take some time to yourself, get the energy out. Especially if you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. You may have this desire to work. And, sometimes you may need to just bust, right? One time for the one time. And that ain't gonna work for everybody. But for you, when you feel off, you stimulating your sacral energy is going to activate something inside of you. You got to know how to engine number 9. Pick it up, okay? And it looks different for everybody. Some of you even may start by, you got to get that fire out. 10 of Wands, you got too much fire, too much worked up energy inside of you. It's blocking your chakras. So what do you need to do? Blow your pipe. Blow the pipe. Now, that don't mean that you have to blow it on a karmic and you have to do other things. No, you are the co-creator at this point. The trees have seasons for these things. You, as the entrepreneur, as the creative, you have to create those seasons. You have to say, okay, I'm in the season of do this, but don't try to write shit down. Spirit saying, make a goal. Make a goal. Don't stick to the goal. This is so confusing. Make a goal, but don't hold on too tightly to the goal. Sense what your body is telling you, because you might need different shit for it's different strokes for different folks. So I can give you a million examples, but if you're not able to open up your own noggin and start to think, wonder, you need to let your mind wonder and open up with the infinite amount of possibilities that you could tap into to shift your energy. Okay? When a person is giving birth, they will tell you to allow the baby to contract. You have to stimulate your own contractions, right? When you feel a resistance, what are you going to do? You're going to hold it or you're going to relax. Breathe through the contraction. After you breathe through the contraction, the baby's going to start to crown. Come through, spirit. And when that damn baby start to crown, you're going to experience something called the ring of fire. Now, in a career and creative sector, what this looks like is like you're going to go on autopilot. It's almost like the spirit is now conjured up inside of you, and it's going to just speak what it wants to speak, say what it wants to say, do what it wants to do, and all you have to do is show up. See, that's a gift. It's a gift that's being activated inside of you. It's a gift that's being blown up. Okay, it's also like raw nectar, if I could describe it. Well, what happens is now you're popping. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to be like a viral moment. This is what you be normally doing. See, I know some of y'all be doing it because ain't no way this is on here unless you do this already. Some of y'all got the secret sauce. Y'all know that all of these blessings is only coming from how you feel. It's a generation of how you feel on the inside, right? But everybody not going to tell you that. You know why? Because it's something that's earned. If spirit just tells you how to do it, your mind won't even be able to understand. You're going to hear blah, 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 blah. You're not going to be able to hear it. You're not going to be able to receive it, even if you heard it once before. But if you hear it enough times, when you have that sensation or you have that experience, when your turn comes, the fact that you heard it one time is going to trigger a memory, a past life memory. It's not a past life in the sense of some, reincarnation. It's a past life of, oh shit, I heard that before. Epiphany. It comes in the form of an epiphany. So spirit is saying, don't cap yourself. Don't tell yourself what you can't do. When one thing doesn't work, go and stir the pot somewhere else. Then you come back to it and you go back and forth, right? Now you're learning how to ping pong. Now you're learning how to play what's that called? You're learning how to anyway. I feel like I'm talking to myself. If I ain't talking to myself, let me know I ain't talking to myself in the comments. If you get what I'm saying, I'm going to need you to let me know in the comment section that you get what I'm saying. Can I get an amen? Ace of Swords, can I get an amen? 2 seconds. Okay? Happiness is a feeling, but yes, happiness is something that you have to create. You have to cultivate. Happiness is something that wants to be cultivated. And it's because happiness is just a nice way of saying feeling good is a lifestyle. It's an intentional lifestyle. It's until it becomes something that's on autopilot, you got to be intentional about cultivating good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Because a lot of y'all, like I said, you're coming out of rehabilitation. You're coming out of celibacy. You're coming out of abstinence. You're coming out of all of these different transitions of healing back into society. Okay, the hermit energy. So when things start to feel stuffy, the plumbing starts to feel clogged, what you need to do, get a flush. Some of y'all, you need to tap into some tantric or some tantra. You got to learn how to fine tune your chakras a lot faster. Oh yeah, this is major. You have to walk with your scales of my eye on you, inside of you. Like at first you were waiting for redemption. You were waiting for confirmation outside of yourself that justice was coming. Justice ain't coming for those of you that are the co-creators with the universe. For you call judgment. You are the one that's hitting the gavel. You're the one hitting the thing. Because you're determining, okay, I used my discernment. I weighed the scale and I determined that this wasn't something I wanted to give a fuck about. Move it. Next thing. I weighed the scales. I determined that this ain't what I want to focus on. Move it. And you keep doing that over and over and over again. Until you become a master at walking in the dark. They need you to be able to sit in a motherfucking restaurant, eat you a whole meal with no lights on. Can you do that? Do you know how to count the steps? I go 6 up, right, 6 left, and use your senses. They want you to practice using your senses, so you're not forcing the messages. You're not forcing the confirmations. Letting it happen organically. That's what I'm seeing here. Because when you be like, okay, I did this, now let me go check on the energy and see if it's cooking. You know what that's like in the spiritual realm? That's like you opening the oven on 450 degrees to check and see if something is done cooking. Why are you opening the foil? Then you opening the foil. Now you opening the foil. You trying to see if it's like, wait. You got to know when it's time for that. 9/11. It ain't time for that. When it's time for that, you're going to hear the ring. You're going to hear the call, the sun energy. You're going to be made aware. All right, get ready. It's time. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to someone that majority, whoever I'm talking to, hold on a second, Taurus. Okay, I'm back. I felt like I was channeling a Taurian energy that gets has high energy. You know, like so much high energy where it's hard to like sit still for a long time. You know, I don't know, maybe you've had diagnosis or undiagnosis of like ADHD. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing you. But I know what that feels like, because a lot of times things work out better for you when you don't try to remember everything or you don't try to keep up with everything. It's like every day is magical for you. You may journal a lot. People may tell you like you need to pay more attention, get your head out the clouds. They may tell you, you know, damn, I'm seeing someone, it's hard to even remember numbers. Like you may have to like repeat it over and over again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, when you're trying to save a phone number, you probably don't remember phone numbers. You don't remember anything that you don't need long term. You probably were very good at taking tests, because people may call it like guessing, like you may guess the answers. But it's not that you're guessing the answers. It's almost like they're being given to you. They're being given to you from the spiritual realm. So you don't ever really have to think. To other people, it looks like you're Like you just have faith beyond measure. To some people, it may feel like they may say to you like, oh, you just expect things to just fall out the sky and happen for you. And that's because it really does. It really does. Shit that you were supposed to fail at, it just worked out for you. This is how you channel. This is how you lead. And I feel like every time you try to be in control over the rooms that you're guided towards, every time you try to be in control over the doors and the opportunities that you do and don't want to walk into, it's like cutting off yourself from that source that has always been the one seeing you through this journey. You're really like an avatar. You have a higher consciousness that's utilizing your vessel. Your higher self is utilizing you in a way. So when the rest of the world tries to keep you stuck in the mundane, oh, you need to come back to reality, you feel cut off from your source. You don't feel good. So don't cut yourself off from your source, is what Spirit is saying. 10 of Swords in reverse. That's the enemy trying to make you walk alone. So you are lost. You go from being walking in the dark, talking in the dark, to being lost in the world. Don't abandon your spirit. Don't abandon your soul. Stand in the sun. Be yourself, flaws and all. If you know you struggle with communication and you struggle with these different things, just be yourself. Show up as you are. And that's how you're going to always make sure that you are taking the path of least resistance. Yeah, you're leaving these seasons of, you're leaving behind a lot of karmics. You're no longer a karmic. Someone is ascending. Your karma has been paid. Your debt has been paid. You're ascending here with this Judgment card. You're wiser now. You're more knowing. You're all knowing. You're all seeing. It's like you're ascending. And so Temperance in reverse is saying that this is emotional manipulation. This is spiritual manipulation, trying to make you feel like, oh no, you're just like me. Trying to project onto you and distort your judgment and your inner knowing. Temperance in reverse. That's not of the light. That's not your message. That's not for you. It may be true for them because they still have lessons to learn. It may be something that they still have to reconcile with, but that ain't your problem. They're stubborn and they haven't mastered how to overcome that adversity. And so they become suspicious of whether or not you're leading people down the right path or the wrong path. Yeah, that's not your problem. Oh well, yeah, this is done. The door is closed. You are free. You're free to move about the universe, the cosmos. All right, so let's get you a closing message. Again, if you would like to participate in our next 30-day challenge, we are challenging ourselves to just be our positive, bubbly selves. Cultivating positive, good vibes. So I'll be in the comment section over the next 30 days, and I'll be randomly selecting one person per day to get a energy reading. The next day, I will do the reading in the next upload, okay? So we have Protector, White Stag. And it says, you are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Told you. Taurus, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And more importantly, I'll see you in the comment section. If I don't reply or I don't like anything, it's not that I didn't see it. It's that I have to keep moving, okay? I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Toodles.